Very artistic. I think maybe that would hold dried hydrangeas. What do you think? Too much? Just enough? I like it. It's pretty. This is so perfect for the mailman who hates me. A little bit of loud, a whole lot of love. Desi just can't stand him. So cool. I remember thinking as a little kid, how come they never wrote a book called Big Women? Boy, does that bring back memories. $3.99 for the set. Look at that. These are amazing. Gold coffee cups to go with my gold toilet. Gosh, those are just beautiful. They each weigh about 10 pounds. They're just gorgeous. Oh wow, look at this. Isn't this amazing? Look at that. Baking day at Grandma's. Why, she looks just like me. She's a beauty, isn't she? Wow, I love that. Oh my. That wasn't made yesterday, was it? Hey everybody, thank you so much for coming back and seeing me and Desi today. I hope you had a good, safe week. And I had a very important, reflective week. And my best friend Barb picked me up and we went to 5 or 6 thrift stores and I found some really magical things. And you know how I love to decorate with thrift store items. So I want to show you what I found, why I bought it, and where I put it in my home. And, you know, sometimes when you watch thrift videos, you know, you kind of see something maybe you'd like to pick up. So I'm going to try to do that today. I'm going to try to leave some links for you. I also wanted to say thank you so much for your prayers last week. Sometimes you don't exactly know what you're praying for, and you help me out with that. And at the end of the video, I want to give you a proper thank you and an update on my family situation. We're going to have a lot of fun today, so I'm so glad you're here. Let's go thrifting, and I want to show you how it all turned out. Found a couple beautiful frames to put pictures of my oldest grandson Devin in. Oh, it's so wonderful to live in the same city as my grandson. I picked up a set of these vintage glasses. These are prism glasses. These are very, very heavy. And I don't have a bar cart yet for my dining room, but I'm gonna get one. And so my idea is to have the bar cart by my dining room table, and on it will be all these beautiful prism-like vintage glasses. I also love picking up vintage wine glasses, so I have been looking high and low for just the perfect bar cart for my dining room area, and it has to be silver and glass. But I don't want it to look like it just came from Wayfair. I would like it to be antique, so I'm gonna see what I can find. But there's something about, I don't know, glasses from the 50s and prism glasses and wine glasses. I just think it would make such a statement. If you followed me, you know that I don't collect salt and pepper shakers. I do have 2 sets of hand-painted Narataki salt and pepper shakers, but when I saw these beautiful ceramic salt and pepper shakers, they're hand-painted, they're not signed, but I'm going to hunt down who did these, but they're just beautiful. They'd be beautiful for Easter. Found so many beautiful lamps here in my new city. I found art pottery that just gave me goosebumps, but I can't find any art. I've bought very few pieces of art since I've lived here. But I did come across this, like a cartoon sketch, and I'll show you a close-up of it, but it's of the grandma and the pig is at the door. And she's kind of looking down at the pig like, okay, what do you want? And there was something so wonderful about the whole vibe of Grandma and the pig that I just had to get it. I'm so lucky to have it. It's marked with a signature and the year 1985. So probably maybe someone in my city drew that many, many, many decades ago. So wouldn't it be wonderful to find out who that artist was? But in the meantime, I kind of look at that and I smile, so I bought it. I love that lamp. I have used lamps like that forever in decorating. They always make a statement, they're always perfect, and they give you a little bit of illumination. My sunroom is sort of a work in progress, so I found this lamp for it. I found a black table that I just love for the sunroom. And I also found some wood benches. Now, wood benches are very interesting, and I can only find them at thrift stores. And I use the wood benches to elevate the plants. So instead of going to like Home Goods or something and buying a plant stand that's manufactured in China, how wonderful to go to the thrift store and find something that somebody made that can hold that plant. And I found 2 such benches when I went thrifting the other day. And well, it's kind of sentimental to me because, well, they're homemade, and one is, the name in the bench is Sally, and the other one is Max. It's carved right in the bench. I don't know if you can see that. If you don't have a sunroom, you can turn any area into a little sunroom type vibe feel of an area in any room that you choose. So that's why I love getting unusual things to hold plants, like these little wood benches, even a high chair, even an old beat up chair can be pushed into a corner, and when it has a couple plants on it and maybe an old hat, it takes on such a beautiful, elegant statement for your room. And it just fills your whole home with such character and uniqueness. And isn't that just what we want in every aspect of our life? To be different, to be unique, to have something express who we are. So that's why I pick up these old benches and chairs. I just think they're just so lovely. On my mama's side, everybody's from Italy, so I'm a sucker when I'm at the thrift store and I see a plate that's from Italy. You know I'm going to buy it. This plate is very simple. It just says mint on it. Had to have it because if I have a plant and I want to put it on this bench, how lovely just to put a plate on the bench and then the plant. I know it sounds really simple, right? But sometimes you just need to be reminded of some of the simple things that mean so much to a room, that it makes it come alive. Those of you who know me really well know that, of course, I had to buy these. These are so adorable. They're the right color, they're whimsical, and God, these are measuring cups, and I can measure, a teaspoon, a tablespoon, you name it. These are so adorable, kind of a collector's item. So I grabbed them. I believe they were $3. Things are so much cheaper here. I don't really cook that much, but I do know at Thanksgiving I will be cooking up a storm, my very favorite casseroles. And when I saw these old dishes from the 60s and 70s, I bought the set. And my son, I kind of got these for my son. When he comes over, I wanted him to see me using these dishes because his stepdad, whom he loved so much, every Thanksgiving we would take a picture of him, while he was like doing his stuffing, and he would always hold up the Pyrex plate like this, and we would take a picture of him. And I just never thought I'd ever see dishes like this again. So it was very sentimental, and I thought, yeah, I want to pick up that set. And so I'm not going to tell my son that I got them, and I just want to see if I get a reaction from him, and I hope I do. Lots of memories, right? With dishes and holidays, things we don't even think are important to us. But as we get older, we look back and go, that was my grandma's teapot. And I want to grab that, and I want to have that in my house. So on those days where I feel a little bit sad or wistful, I can look at that and remember to be so grateful for the life that I've had and the life I'm going to lead.
I see Georgia, I see sunshine headed my way.
Art pottery in my new city here is unreal. And the most beautiful designs, the most beautiful glazes, I can't believe it. There's something about art pottery that just turns my crank. I just love it, and I get so excited when I go out to the thrift stores because I just never know what I am going to find. And it's just fantastic. So I want to show you what I did with this little vase.
When I hold you close, I hold everything. Every breath you take, a song I sing. I'll find love like no other, a child with my lover, sweetest thing that
It's getting to be that time of year where we're going out and we're filling up our, I can't say that.
It's getting to be that time of year in August where our hydrangeas are ready to be cut, and we bring them inside so they can give us just so much enjoyment as they dry out. And I don't put mine in water. I will just place mine in a wicker basket or a glass bowl and just let them dry out just naturally. And I did pick up this kind of over-the-top glass centerpiece bowl, and I thought the hydrangeas would look so pretty. I got these from my friend Barb, and I just started to pick a few from my yard. So it's just going to be so much fun. in wintertime, when everything is just so bleak, it's so great to, have like a wicker basket full of dried hydrangeas. Does it get any better than that? And if you don't have any hydrangeas in your yard, you can pick them up at like a farmer's market, or, if your neighbor has some, just, ask if you can take a few, or sneak over in their yard at 2 a.m. No, don't do that. You kind of get my drift, though. You can get your hands on hydrangeas. I'm going to stop now.
I see Georgia.
Looks good, yeah. Yeah, I can cut that one.
Sunshine headed my way. I feel love like no other, a baby and a mother, sweetest thing that I'll ever be. When I hold you close, I hold everything. Every breath you take, a song I'll sing. I'll find love like no other, a child with my lover, sweetest thing that I've ever seen. Georgia ain't that far away, and I know it.
I have loved art pottery for decades, and this is a piece of Roseville that I've had. And I have the Roseville on my mantle, and I have some Roseville in my dining room. When people come visit me, most of them don't know anything about art pottery, but they will say something about the vases that I own and ask about them. So that just tells you how beautiful art pottery can really be. So, with that setting the stage, Barb and I are in an antique store, thrift store, just out in the country. And I walk in and I see this beautiful Weller bowl on the shelf. And I immediately know that it is Weller and it is Flemish. And it is so beautiful. And I know I can't afford it, but I take it down from the shelf and I tell Barb, this is one of my very favorite patterns, and this art pottery is out of Ohio, and Weller started in 1872. I'm boring her to death. And then I look at the price tag, and the price tag should be right around $150, maybe $180, something like that. And the price tag is, yep, $15. $15. I still have the price tag on it because I want to relive the moment. But I thought it was just meant to be. On the tag, it shows when this was put out at the store, and it was put out that day, the day that I was in the store. And Barb said, well, it wouldn't have lasted very long, but you came along. You were the one. You were the lucky one. So I grabbed it, and I thought to myself, how wonderful to put hydrangeas in, and how I don't own a piece of Weller pottery. So, and this is the mid-range of the pottery that they produced. And once you see it in person, you'll never forget it. So I wanted to make sure that you got a good look at it in case you're in a store and there's something like this. And it has a tag on it, and it says $15. Grab it. I wanted to thank you so much for your prayers for Jan last week. It meant more to me than I can ever tell you. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm not really ready to talk about it, but I will be. But last week, I used a quote in my video from my brother-in-law, Max. Max was Jan's brother. And Max passed away in 2020, the year of COVID. Before he passed away, he had invited me to go on vacation. And I told him, oh, no, I can't do that now. And he wrote me back. What are you saying? You too old to take a chance? I stopped getting older a long time ago. I'm only good at being young. A few weeks later, Max died. And I cherish what he wrote me, and I cherish those words. And I'm so glad that I had the opportunity to put them in my video last week, because they mean more to me now. And I understand, I think, what he was trying to say. I understand it better now than I ever could have when he first sent those words to me. And some of you, not very many, I love you so much, but a few of you said, you took issue with it, and you said, well, how very sad to be only good at being young and not acting your age. That isn't what that quote meant. That isn't what Max meant. I'm only good at being young. I can tell you what that means to me. I was good at being young. I was good at living life. And living life large, having passions and dreams and hopes, and feeling love, communicating, wanting to learn something new, wanting to make every single day count. That's what being young was. And yeah, some bad stuff came with that too. Some bad choices, and some amazing lessons that were learned the hard way. But that was being young. I don't know what it's like to be good at being old, but I don't want to learn, because I'm good at being young, and I'm going to continue to feel that way, to hold on to those beautiful days of summer that I've floated through, and I'm never going to let them go. It's what I'm good at. That's what I meant. And I think that's what Max said. One of the last things he said was, let's not wait until we're old to take a chance, because you know that will never happen. And he was right. He was right. And I don't want that for me, and I don't want that for you. So thank you. Thank you for your understanding, and thank you for your prayers. And please know, I cherish you. And this will be continued next week. I never feel confused about life anymore like I did when I was young. I was always searching for some answer to the meaning of life. But it turned out that my happiest moments that I have right now are the moments that have nothing to do with me. With great loss comes great responsibility to lead the best life we can, to make them proud, to share what they taught us, and to go on for those that need us. Hey everybody, thank you so much for spending this time with us today. I loved every second of it, I always do. And if you get time below, could you share something about maybe your days of summer, of what you love, what you love to do? Please have yourself a wonderful, happy, safe summer week. And when you're done with your week, you come back and see me and Desi, okay? All right. It's a deal. We'll be here.
buried treasures you can find. You know, that reminds me of a guy I met through a dating site. I asked him what he did for a living, and he said he went to the produce department and told strangers jokes. Sometimes they laughed, sometimes they didn't. I never went out with that guy. I probably should have.